Hello there, here we are again in your special Friday assembly. Good to see you all, and once again I'm inside your TV screen. Now before we start, a couple of things to keep you in the loop with. I've got a couple of very exciting things to show you. Look at this, look at that. Isn't that amazing? This is the Year 6 netball trophy, which the Year 6 netball team won last night at our school. So there's another trophy for the trophy shelf. That's amazing. And then look at this one. This is really heavy. This is really heavy. So this is Sports School Star Player. Look at that. Isn't that a brilliant trophy? And this trophy belongs to Bodie in Year 1. So we're going to see that in assembly downstairs. But I thought you would like to see it in your assembly upstairs. You can see Bodie's written his name on it. There he is, because Bodie's very proud of it, quite rightly. Okay, let's begin. Oh no, there's something else. Mr. Hill's Tidiest Classroom Award this week. Who do you think's got this? Oh, it's not reception, no, and it's not Year 3 or Year 2 or Year 1 or Year 4 or 5. Actually, this week Mr. Hill's Tidiest Classroom Award, the certificate, goes to Year 6. So if you're in Year 6, you'll see the certificate posted on your classroom wall. How amazing is that? And if you're in Year 6, congratulations, well done for keeping your classroom so tidy. Right, a song, I think. So this is a song that Key Stage 1 like to sing on Thursdays. But I thought it's a fantastic hymn, actually. You'd enjoy listening to it as well. In the Lord I'll be ever thankful. In the Lord I will rejoice. Look to Him, do not be afraid. Lift up your voices, the Lord is near. Lift up your voices, the Lord is near. In the Lord I'll be ever thankful. In the Lord I will rejoice. Look to Him, do not be afraid. Lift up your voices, the Lord is near. Lift up your voices, the Lord is near. You can join in if you want. I'll sing it through a couple more times and we'll get to know it. In the Lord I'll be ever thankful. In the Lord I will rejoice. Look to Him, do not be afraid. Lift up your voices, the Lord is near. Lift up your voices, the Lord is near. In the Lord I'll be ever thankful. In the Lord I will rejoice. Look to Him, do not be afraid. Lift up your voices, the Lord is near. Lift up your voices, the Lord is near. Well done for singing that, if you sang along. And if you didn't, I hope that you listened really closely, because singing is quite often a really nice way to get ready to pray and listen to God's voice. Now, today we're going to be listening to God's voice. We're going to be talking about something that happened on Wednesday this week. Some of you might have been there, actually. On Wednesday, all of Key Stage 2, that's over 100 people, went to church. And something special happened at church. Can you remember what it was? It was interesting. What happened was we all queued up and Father Max had a bowl like this. And in the bowl had loads of ashes. And the ashes came from palms, that's like on a palm tree, that were burnt. And he took the ashes, and as we went up, he sprinkled them in a cross shape on our head. Now, you can go to church every day of the week if you want to, but that will only happen once a year. And I wondered if you knew why Father Max was sprinkling ash on everyone's head. Do you know why? It was something to do with Ash Wednesday. But why do we put ashes in our hair, or sometimes it's traced with a thumb on your forehead. Now, why do we do that? Any ideas? Some good ideas, but the real reason, which you've probably worked out, is that on Ash Wednesday we start something called Lent. And Lent is a time where we prepare ourselves on the inside and on the outside for Easter Sunday, which is the Sunday where we remember Jesus dying for, Christians believe and Catholics believe, the things that we've done wrong. And we all do stuff wrong, don't we? And sometimes we mean to do stuff wrong, and sometimes we do it by accident. But it doesn't matter, because if we try and think about not doing things wrong, we can always say that we're sorry. I don't know about you, but I get things wrong all the time. Sometimes I make mistakes. I don't really get things wrong because I mean to get things wrong. Most of the time, I get things wrong because I just forget. What kind of things have you might have got wrong this week? It's worthwhile thinking about that. Might be sometimes when I'm tired, I get a bit grumpy, and I'm a bit short, and I might lose my temper, or sometimes I blame other people for things that aren't really their fault. We all do things like that. The good news is that we can always say sorry for those things. We can say sorry to the person that we've hurt, and we can say sorry to God. And on Wednesday, when we went and we had the ashes sprinkled on us, it was a sign of us saying to God, we're sorry for the bad things that we've done, and we're going to try and be better. We're going to try and get rid of the things that keep us away from God's love. Things that we sometimes do that maybe we shouldn't do so much. Things like maybe telling fibs, saying things that we don't mean, hurting other people's feelings, feeling selfish. All those things, when we do those things, they get in the way of God's love for us. So what we do by going to church on Ash Wednesday, having the ashes on our head or on our forehead, is to show people that we're sorry. And we get ready for the 40 days, that's about 7 weeks of Lent. 7 weeks is a long time. 7 weeks takes us from now right through to the middle of April. Some people think that Lent is a time when we give things up, give up bad things. Some people you'll talk to, they give up things like chocolate for Lent, or they might give up things like eating too much for Lent. But what Father Max was saying on Wednesday was that it's okay to give up things, but we might want to start doing things. It might be that we want to start doing things that bring us closer to the love of God. Things like praying a bit more. Things like reading the Bible a bit more. You might want to have a chat amongst yourselves about the kind of things that you think you can do that will bring you closer to God. And we're closer to God when we talk to Him and listen to Him. We talk to Him in prayer and we listen to Him through the Bible. And remember what we said last week about being that sign of hope for each other, because sometimes Lent can be quite tricky, especially if we're trying to give things up. And if we share what we're trying to do, we can help each other. See what I mean? Good stuff. Right, well, I'm going to finish this video now, and I've put an animation on like I did last time, so you can watch the animation. Thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you on the way out this afternoon. Take care, guys. See ya. Bye-bye now.